Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tanya Borman, along with my partner, James Kaysen, your host for today's program. Before we get started, we'd like you to join us for a moment in silence to the honor of the men and women who have given their lives in protection of others. Thank you. Deputy City Manager Dave Hansen, city officials, department directors, friends, family, and all distinguished guests, on behalf of Chief Jim Cervera and the men and women of the Virginia Beach Police Department, welcome to our promotion and retirement ceremony. On this special day in the life of our department, we will honor 6 employees for their years of service and 8 employees for promotion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Virginia Beach Police Department's Honor Guard will present our colors, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation delivered by Police Chaplain Ron Hipple. Please stand and remain standing for the invocation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You can be seated, please. Allow me to offer my thanks to these that are retiring and my appreciation to these that have been promoted, several that I know very well. I'm really happy to be here and be able to be a part of this, and you have made me very proud. Would you bow with me, please? Almighty God, we thank these who have given many years of service to our city in great capacity, putting their lives in harm's way, protecting the innocent. We bid them farewell in the next chapter of their lives. For these recently promoted, it will bring in new challenges and will value their leadership they bring to their department. We humbly ask your protection, give them wisdom in discharging their orders. And we thank you for a dedicated department that preserves, protects, and serves with honor. Amen.
I would like to ask Chief Cervera to come to the podium for opening remarks.
Good afternoon. Come on, we can do better. Good afternoon. In the 1960s, there was a song written by Paul Anka and sung by Frank Sinatra. And the song is called My Way. And if you listen to the lyrics of the song, it's about an individual who, in this particular song, he says he did everything his way in life. And so I guess he felt he was successful because whatever he did his way. Well, at the same time, there was a second song that didn't get as much play. It was written by Bob Gaudio and sung by Frankie Valli of the Four Seasons. Yes, they're all from New Jersey. That's why I picked these particular songs. And that song is called To Give. And if you listen to the lyrics of that song, it's about an individual who dedicated his whole life to other people. He said, "To give all that I could give, I am just a man of flesh and stone." And he goes on to talk that he gave everything he could to other people. I think the folks that we're going to talk about today, the retirees and the promotees, and all the men and women of our police department, both sworn and civilian, exemplify the second song. They come to work every day to give. And they give themselves to the city, they give themselves to the citizens of our city and to the citizens of our country. And I think nothing can be any greater gift than individuals who dedicate themselves to other people. So it is my privilege to stand here today and to recognize the retirees and the promotees. We thank everyone for coming here. A special thanks to retired Chief Jake Jaycox, Fire Chief Steve Cover, Athena Plummer, the Director of the 911 Center, and retired Captain Howie Carr. Thank you all for celebrating with us today. Thank you.
The Honorable Mayor William D. Sessoms, Jr.
Well, good afternoon. That was real good, thank you. And before I get started, it's always such a shame, the color guard is always gone when I step up here, but aren't you really proud of the Virginia Beach Police Department color guard? Aren't they first class? Give them a round of applause, please. Regrettably, they're never here to receive them, but someone pass it on to them when you see them later. But I want to welcome everyone to this very special occasion. It is truly a privilege for me to be able to join you to formally recognize our dedicated officers and personnel who have served in this fine police department and those who are moving up to more responsible positions. Today, we gather to honor officers who are being promoted to the ranks of sergeant and lieutenant, as well as staff members who are advancing. We're here today because you've been recognized for your abilities and for your promise you bring to this great city. Along with the citizens of Virginia's most populous city, I have the utmost confidence in you. Congratulations on your promotions. To all our retirees, we honor you today because you have served this community well, and that means so much to the citizens of Virginia Beach. We owe you a huge debt of gratitude for your dedicated service to the city and to the Virginia Beach citizens. Congratulations on your retirement. To all of today's honorees, you are perfect examples of professionals with a commitment to service. It is no accident that Virginia Beach has been named the safest city of its size in the United States, and the officers we honor today are sterling examples of why we earned this honor. We are very blessed to have Chief Cervera, his senior staff, and all the wonderful officers and staff in this department protecting our community. As I say thank you for your dedication, your hard work, and your willingness to put yourselves at risk in service to others, I also want to say thank you to your family members who have supported you along the way. It is your support that enables and motivates all of our police officers. May God bless you all. Thank you.
We will now recognize our retirees. Speaking on behalf of the retirees, Chief Cervera. When Chief Cervera calls your name, please enter to the stage on your right and bring loved one with you.
Master Police Officer Keith Acosta. Keith has over 26 years of service, beginning his service with the Virginia Beach Police Department on August 17, 1987. He was promoted to Master Police Officer on December 1st, 1994. He had a host of assignments in the 4th and 1st Precinct, but we think that he will always be remembered for his work and his assignments in special operations. Keith has served as a mentor to other officers, especially in special operations, as they joined each unit. Through his mentoring, his dedication, and his work ethic, he has been recognized by many fellow officers and emulated by many officers in special operations. He served as a member of the crisis negotiation team for many years. He's an active member of Drive Safe Hampton Roads, past president of that particular organization. Now, he's the only officer in this police department to have been a member of every traffic enforcement section of special operations. He's a member of the fatal crash team, selective enforcement team, motor unit, and his final assignment with the motor carrier safety unit. Keith retired from the U.S. Coast Guard Reserve in 1997 after 20 years of service with the Coast Guard, 10 of which were active duty. Keith has had 26 letters of appreciation, recognition, 2 Class Act awards, and I know that on many, many of those rough fatalities, we turn to you with your expertise to be able to handle those scenes and those situations, and we definitely appreciate all of your service, Keith.
I just want to say that I was really fortunate to be able to have such a long career in special operations, working in traffic, and thank those that I have worked with over many years, and I wish you all the best. Stay safe.
Master Police Officer Thomas E. Freeman. Master Police Officer Freeman started his career on January 4th, 1988. He attended the 9th Police Academy. Upon graduation from the Police Academy, he was transferred to the 3rd Precinct, and he spent his entire career in the 3rd Precinct. Master Police Officer Freeman performed many duties in the 3rd Precinct. For example, he was a crime analyst, he was a precinct ID tech, a radar training officer, and he completed the department's sign language course. During his career, he received 19 letters of appreciation and recognition, 4 Class Act awards, numerous special commendations, and 1 for life-saving. You know, when a police officer spends his entire career in a precinct, there's no stone that goes unturned that he doesn't know about. And we definitely appreciated all of your assistance, everything that you did in the 3rd, because that is a busy precinct. It's busy all year long, and all the work that you served there, we greatly appreciate. Master Police Officer Mark Eastman. Mark has 27 years of service, began his career in 1986. He was promoted to Master Police Officer October 16, 1992. His assignments include the 2nd Precinct, the Detective Bureau, and Special Operations. Mark was always a steadfast person in the 2nd Precinct. I remember many assignments that he had, as I was also assigned to the 2nd, either as a lieutenant or as a captain. He served the last 9 years as a member of the Motor Carrier Squad in Special Operations. He served as a member of the department's bomb squad for the past 6 years and is a certified bomb tech. Now, most people run away from bombs, and Mark was one of those guys that decided to go towards the bomb. He's a member of Specialized Transportation Safety Coalition of Drive Safety Hampton Roads, and he has worked to educate the entire Hampton Roads community about motor carrier issues. He had a stint in the Detective Bureau where he worked missing persons and auto theft to go along with all your work in special operations. Mark has 53 letters of appreciation and recognition, one Class Act Award, and one very special Pure Recognition Award. Mark, thank you for all your years of service.
I just wanted to say thanks for the opportunity to work in this department, and the last 9 years in Special Ops was a great opportunity for me, and all the assignments that I had, and coworkers and supervision that I had as well. So I thank you for the opportunity. God bless.
Barbara St. Jean. Barbara began her career at the Virginia Beach Police Department in October 1988, working in services where she assisted our department as well as other jurisdictions in providing and disseminating accurate accounts of criminal offense reports. Barbara transferred to the Detective Bureau in 2001, where her interaction with our citizens provided her with the opportunity to demonstrate her commitment to the department's core values. Barbara's dedication was evidenced by her desire to genuinely provide assistance from all to whom she served. She took pride in her pivotal position as a team member and as a mentor to other team members. She understood her responsibility as a steward of providing a positive impression of our department, both to the detectives and to the citizens. You know, many times we talk about our police department, and of course, we always talk about our sworn officers who wear the blue suits. But there's a whole army of individuals who stand in the background and make sure that the officers on our department, the detectives on our department have the tools necessary to be as successful as we are, Mr. Mayor. It's a total team effort, and Barbara, we thank you for all those years of service.
As Chief Severa said, there are so many behind the scenes that do a lot of work. I really enjoy talking with most of our citizens because sometimes they can be a little difficult. But even with the difficult ones, I have been able to calm them down and talk to them and try to figure out what's going on with what happened to them. So don't forget that there's a bunch of other people out there, the Senate and those in the background that also help make this city a safe one. So give them your support and your love. And thank you for the opportunity to work for the city of Virginia Beach and do all I can for the citizens of the city of Virginia Beach. God bless.
MPO Jerry Kale. MPO Jerry Kale started his career with the Virginia Beach Police Department on September 19, 1986, after being hired as a certified officer from Chesapeake, Virginia. As retired Chief Jake J. Cox used to say, he saw the light. He started his patrol work in the 3rd Precinct for his first year, and then he transferred to the 2nd Precinct, working there until 1994. That's when I first met Jerry, at the 2nd Precinct. While at the 2nd Precinct, he worked a host of assignments, including our walking beats, mountain bike patrol during the summer. He was then transferred to Special Investigations, where he worked as a narcotics detective until 1997. He then returned back to the 2nd Precinct. If you've worked the 2nd Precinct, you always wind up going back home for a while. From there, he was transferred to the warrant squad, where he worked on our warrant unit until 2003, when he moved over to professional standards. He had a stint in professional standards, and then he came back to the investigative division, working property crimes in the 1st precinct, property crimes in the 3rd precinct, and then eventually he moved over to the robbery squad, where he was assigned on November 16, 2005. He was then transferred to the homicide squad. So he had a long number of years in the Detective Bureau, finishing up in the economic crime unit. Jerry was recognized as the Officer of the Quarter in the 2nd precinct. Throughout his career, he has received 40 letters of appreciation, 8 letters of recognition and/or Class Act awards. One of the biggest awards he was given is the Life-Saving Medal Award in June of 2012 for his efforts in saving the life of Detective Vernon Jones, who suffered an on-duty heart attack while he was working in the Detective Bureau. And Jerry, the word was, and you worked very hard on making sure that detective wound up walking out of the hospital a few days afterwards. Thank you for that. Thank you for all your other assignments that you've had in the police department.
And now for the promotions and presentation of the credentials by Chief Cervera. When I call your name, please enter the stage from the right and bring your loved one with you if you wish. Administrative Assistant Pamela Baca. Pamela grew up throughout the United States. After joining the United States Navy. While serving in the United States Navy, Pamela was trained to detect, localize, and identify nuclear and diesel-powered submarines. Pamela joined the Virginia Beach Police Department in 2006. She holds an Associate of Arts degree and a Bachelor of Science degree from Strayer University. One of her previous assignments was that of the Office Assistant for Special Investigations. She is the recipient of the 2013 Shooting Star Award, and she is married to Joseph for over 23 years. They have 3 children, Joseph, Zachariah, Catherine, and a daughter-in-law, Caitlin.
I had to write it down. I'm honored to receive this promotion. While the news came as a surprise, I can't deny being very pleased to have my efforts recognized in this manner. First of all, I have to thank my family for putting up with me during this process. I was, let's say, conflicted. Apply, don't apply. It doesn't matter. It matters. You have to wear a suit. I don't want to wear a suit. Let's say it wasn't pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Secondly, I want to thank Captain Genova and everyone I worked with at Special Investigations for their encouragement and support. My promotion came with a mixed blessing, though. While everyone was happy for me, they were not entirely thrilled that I was leaving SI. As James Thomas put it at muster, "Wait a minute, are you leaving? Then why are we clapping?" Finally, I want to thank Captain Glendon for choosing me for this position. Starting my career at SI meant that I was virtually unknown to most of the department. I appreciate having the opportunity to learn different aspects of the department, and I look forward to meeting the challenges of my new position. Thank you.
Sergeant Andrea Brick. Sergeant Brick grew up in Long Island, New York, and joined the Virginia Beach Police Department in 2004. She holds a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology from Roanoke College. Her previous assignments include Uniform Patrol 2nd Precinct, Warrant Detective, Homeless and Truancy Squad, and she has specialized training as a Police Training Officer, a Crisis Intervention Team Officer, a DCGS General Instructor, a DCGS School Resource Officer, a Crisis Intervention Team Corps faculty member. She is the recipient of a Life Saving Award, the Human Rights Award from the Virginia Beach Human Rights Commission, Officer of the Quarter of 2012. She has one son, Cameron, and a daughter, Elise.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been so supportive of me through this entire endeavor and through my entire career here, and especially to Chief Severa for having the confidence in me, and I am going to do my very best in this position. I am also sorry to be leaving the 2nd Precinct, where I've done most of all of my career here, and I look forward to going to the 1st and continuing on. Thank you.
Sergeant David Cook. Sergeant Cook grew up in Louisville, Kentucky, and joined the Virginia Beach Police Department in 1989. He is working on his bachelor's degree in professional aeronautic from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. His previous assignments include a member of the department's dive team, a patrol pilot with the department's aviation unit, a member of the department's bomb squad. He has assisted in designing and building several of the departmental training facilities. He has specialized training as a certified bomb technician, a police training officer, a DCGS general instructor. He's a graduate from the West Point Leadership Course and a graduate from the Police Mounted Patrol Academy. He's a recipient of the Life Saving Award, 4 Class Act Awards, 40 Letters of Appreciation. And he is married to Jody, has 7 children and 3 grandchildren.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming. Not just for me, but for everybody. There's no saying about even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. This is definitely living proof right here. First, I want to thank God. I surely couldn't have done it without him. I believe he's responsible for everything in my life. I want to give thanks to my family, especially my sister who came from out of town to be here, for their love and support. My friends who took the time to come out and be here. I appreciate it. Thank you. Chief, thank you. Appreciate the confidence. And today's my 25-year anniversary, the exact day today. And I was just telling the guys on my squad the other day that 99 and 9/10% of the time in this police department, I've had a great time. It's been one better assignment after the last one, and it's just been a great time. And I'm looking forward to the future and continuing having more great times and making good times. So thank you.
Sergeant Michael Gates. Sergeant Gates was born and raised in Virginia Beach and joined the Virginia Beach Police Department in 2005. He holds a Bachelor's of Science in Criminal Justice and Sociology from the Old Dominion University. His previous assignments include the 1st Precinct and Special Investigations. He's received specialized training from the Virginia Gang Investigators Association as a specialist, Southeastern Public Safety Institute Undercover Operations Specialist, Northeast Counter Drug, Money Laundering, and Human Trafficking Certification. He's an operator for Project Lifesaver, and he is a police training officer. He's been the recipient of the NCIS Special Accommodation, the U.S. Attorney's Office Law Enforcement Public Service Award. He has 3 Class Act Awards, 5 Letters of Appreciation, and he's been recognized as the first precinct's top performer 7 times. His one daughter, Tyler, and a son, Dylan.
I won't take up too much time. I just want to congratulate all the other sergeants that are getting promoted today. The 2 lieutenants and one of my favorites, Pam Becca, congratulations. As somebody who was in special investigations for a little while, Pam will truly be missed. She was great over there. I've talked to the majority of everybody who was influential in my career on this department, supervisors and detectives and officers. So rather than go and spill out some names of thank yous, I mainly I would like to thank just my family, my mother, Catherine, my father, Larry, my brother, Jay, and both my 2 beautiful children, Taylor and Dylan. They put up with a lot. Like all of us know that this job takes away weekends, takes away holidays, and they've been very supportive throughout this entire process, and I look forward to this next step in my career and their continued support. Thank you.
Sergeant Brian Marshall. Sergeant Marshall grew up in Chesterfield, Virginia, and joined the Virginia Beach Police Department in 2001 as a certified officer of 5 years from Hanover County Sheriff's Office. He holds a Bachelor's of Science in Criminal Justice from Radford University. His prior assignments include the 3rd Precinct, Special Investigations, Professional Development Training as the Defensive Tactics Coordinator, and the Ready Response Team. He's received specialized training as a DCGS General Instructor, Defensive Tactics Instructor, Firearms Instructor, Taser Instructor, ASP Instructor, OC Instructor, as well as Police Training Officer. He's been the recipient of the Officer of the Quarter, 26 Letters of Appreciation, 5 Class Act Awards. He's married to Brooke for 15 years and has 2 daughters, Caitlin and Emma.
Just a few brief words. I'd like to thank Chief Severa and the executive staff for the opportunity and honor to stand here before you today. I'd like to thank my parents for instilling a sense of family and giving me the groundwork to develop a solid moral compass and moral ethos. I'd like to thank my beautiful wife and my kids for, one, putting up with me. No easy task, no doubt. But more importantly, for supporting me and encouraging me throughout my career and in life. So thank you very much.
Sergeant Brian Molesky. Sergeant Molesky grew up in Long Island, New York, and joined the Virginia Beach Police Department in 2006. He holds a Bachelor's of Science in Behavioral Science from York College of Pennsylvania. His previous assignments include the 2nd Precinct, Ready Response Team, Oceanfront Community Policing, and the Extradition Unit. He has received specialized training in crisis intervention. He has completed the basic and advanced SWAT schools, extradition specialist, a member of the Honor Guard, Mobile Tactics Grenadier, and Police Training Officer. He is a recipient of 9 Letters of Appreciation, and he is engaged to the forensic specialist, Karen Middleton.
Thank you, Chief. I stand here humbled and thankful for this opportunity. First off, I would like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Next, I would like to thank my mom, who's in New York recovering from a knee injury. There's a long list of people I would like to thank today, but I don't want to keep everyone here for 2 hours, so I'll try to be brief. There are two people that I want to recognize. They're standing on the stage. First is my father. He's taught me how to be the man that I am today, and he's made many trips back and forth from New York to Virginia Beach for the hiring process and even now visiting me, so thank you, Dad. Also, I would like to thank Karen. Not only was the promotional process preparing for it stressful and hard for me, she also had to deal with me and the stress as well, and she was very good at lightening the load and encouraging me. Thank you for always being in my corner. And as a lot of us know, the life of a police officer is not only tough for us, it's tough for our families. I can speak from experience growing up with a brother that worked for the NYPD, worrying if he was going to make it home safe at night. So right now, I'd actually like a round of applause for all the family members that make this possible, this job. In closing, I would like to leave you with this: sandcastles versus character. In life, we aspire to have big homes, drive fancy cars, and go on dream vacations, and make lots of money. However, in the grand scheme of things of life, there are only sandcastles. The sandcastles that we build in life will wash away along with the tide, but the relationships we build with one another and our character will always remain. Thank you for your time and trust.
Sergeant Rebecca Tuttle. Sergeant Tuttle grew up in Virginia Beach. She joined the Virginia Beach Police Department in 2005 as a certified officer from Norfolk Police Department. She holds a master's in public administration from Troy University, a bachelor's of science in psychology with a minor in criminal justice from Old Dominion University. Her previous assignments include 3rd Precinct Uniform Patrol, 3rd Precinct Community Policing, 3rd Precinct Property Crimes Detective, and the Ready Response Team. She has received specialized training as a crisis intervention team. She has attended the West Point Leadership Course. She's a member of the Virginia Beach Police Department's Honor Guard. She's a department chaplain liaison. She's a former advisor to the Explorer Post 9/11. She has completed the Virginia Beach Police Department's SWAT school. She's a DCGS general instructor, as well as a driving instructor. She's a police training officer, and she's an operator for Project Lifesaver. She is the recipient of the Life Saving Award, 18 letters of appreciation, and 3 Class Act awards. She is married to Matt for 8 years and has one son, Mason. She is the vice president for the End of Watch Foundation and is a member of the Concerns for Police Survivors.
Just real quick, I was told by many people to keep it short, so I'm going to keep it very short, even though I'm breaking out a piece of paper. I want to thank the chief and the command staff, and this is actually a dream come true for me. As everybody knows, who knows me very well, I've been wanting to do this since I was 7. It's been a long life, and very honored to be here today. I've gone through ups and downs. As mentioned before, I worked in Norfolk and couldn't wait to come to Virginia Beach. This was like the dream, and it still is the dream. I'm very honored to be here today. I really actually want to thank my mom, who's very strong, and my sisters, who have been there this whole time. If it wasn't for y'all, it would have been very hard for Matt and I to take care of little man. And hopefully in the last couple of weeks, I have shown my appreciation and my gratitude towards the people that I love the most, and to my friends and family. I'm sorry for that. You could tell he's got my personality. But the person I want to thank the most is my husband. He's been here the whole time, 13 years together, and not once did he ever say I couldn't do it. He's been my rock. He's been there every step of the way, and honestly, I couldn't have done it without him. And I love you very much, honey. And that's it. Thank you again. It's quick and to the point. I told you it would be. And be safe.
Lieutenant Mary Renee Ball. Lieutenant Ball grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and joined the Virginia Beach Police Department in 1988. She holds a Bachelor of Art in Criminology and Sociology from Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Her previous assignments have been the 2nd Precinct, Special Investigation Unit, FBI Special Task Force, Sexual Assault Investigator, Professional Development Training as an Academy Instructor and a Personnel Selection Officer, Public Information as a Department Spokesperson, Supervisor for the Domestic Violence Missing Persons Unit, as well as the Special Victims Unit. She has received specialized training. She is a DCGS General Instructor, Defensive Driving Instructor, Firearms Instructor. She is a State of Virginia Licensed Polygraph Examiner. She has attended West Point Leadership, and she's a valedictorian. Crisis Intervention Team Officer, and a member of the core faculty Virginia Beach Crisis Intervention Team. She is a recipient of 49 Letters of Appreciation, 7 Clack Act Awards, Virginia Beach Human Rights Award, U.S. Department of Justice Public Service Award, and the Virginia Beach Crime Solvers Clyde D. Hathaway Award. She is married to Alan, retired Master Police Officer Alan Ball, for 23 years, their son Michael. She's the founding board member of the Protecting Children's Foundation and a facilitator for the Darkness to Light, Stewards of Children, as well as Project Hope. She is a member of the St. John the Apostle Catholic Church.
Thank you, Chief Severa, for this opportunity and for having the confidence in me. I know it was a tough decision for you because there was a lot of good candidates on this lieutenant's list, and I want to recognize them for their contributions to this department as well. My friend Shannon, who can't be here today because of a family emergency, is getting promoted to lieutenant too, and you really made this sweeter by promoting us together, so thank you. Thank you to members of the command staff, especially Captain Santos and Deputy Chief Dean. Your guidance and support has made all the difference for me and prepared me for this next step, so thank you so much for that. Best wishes to the retirees and congratulations to my fellow promotees. Good luck to you guys on the street and be safe, and God bless you all. Thank you to my family and friends for their support and love over the years, and especially my friends for taking out the time of their busy schedule today to be here. It was really nice to see all my yayas show up. I really appreciate that. You guys mean the world to me. And Mom, thank you for being here, and Mary Lou and Dave as well. We all know that most of our achievements are a direct result of being part of a greater team, and I've had the good fortune of being the supervisor of an exceptional team. I humbly recognize that because of their excellence, professionalism, and dedication, and I'm speaking about the members of the Special Victims Unit and the Detective Bureau, I'm standing here today. I've enjoyed supervising that unit in the past 4 years, and I'm going to miss them as I move on. I've already personally thanked so many people who encouraged and supported me throughout this process and basically throughout my entire career. And you all know who you are, so thank you. But there are 2 lieutenants that were instrumental in my success in this process. Lieutenant Scott Roughton and Lieutenant Brent Burnett. Thank you for your tremendous support and guidance to me and giving me the critical feedback that I needed. And especially you, Brent, I owe you a tremendous debt for always having an open door for me, and particularly for your efforts in support of the SVU. We couldn't have had the success that we have had without your support. It's really been a great time to work for you, too. But most importantly, I want to thank Alan and Michael for your love and support over the years and for forgiving me for the long hours and the call-outs and the interrupted dinners with phone calls. I definitely wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for your patience, your encouragement, and your love. And I love you both. So thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
I would like to ask each of the newly promoted officers to join us back on the stage for Mayor Sessoms to administer the oath of honor.
Y'all did a good job. Right on time. If I could ask y'all to raise your right hands, please, and repeat after me. On my honor. I will never betray my badge. My integrity. My character. Or the public trust. I will always have the courage. To hold myself. And others accountable. For our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution. And the community I serve. So help me God. Congratulations.
MPO Stephen and Michael. You thought we forgot you. You saw me come in? Better late than never. MPO Michael began his career July 1, 1988, when he attended the 10th Police Academy. Upon graduation from the, would you like to read?
No.
Upon graduation from the academy, he transferred to the 3rd Precinct, where he spent the majority of his career. In 1995, he completed a 90-day assignment in the warrant unit, and he performed additional duties at the 3rd Precinct, investigating special events permits and ABC violations. A common theme in his evaluations noted that MPO Michael has an excellent knowledge of his patrol area, and that goes without saying. That is why he had one of the assignments of those ABC investigations. This was particularly evident in October 2007, when he noted a high number of vehicle accidents on Shore Drive at the newly constructed Gate Little Creek Amphibious Base. MPO Michael took the initiative to contact the project engineer and base police in an effort to resolve the problem. Eventually, the timing of the traffic signal was changed to accommodate the high volume of traffic, which resulted in a significant reduction in accidents at that location. I think what's most important was he told the Navy that they were doing something wrong, and they fixed it. MPO Michael has been given 31 letters of appreciation and recognition, a Class Act award, and another special accommodation for a life-saving. Thank you for your years of service, and thank you for all the work that you've done up in the 3rd Precinct.
Chief told me I had to come up here and say a few words. I was running a little late, and I figured I could sneak through the back door and no one would see me and just get my plaque later, but it didn't work out. I think he knows me better. I'm looking at some of my old neighbors. How are you? Other than that, I really don't have a lot to say. I'm glad I made it to retirement. I see my buddy Tom in the back there, who left a little 6 months after I did. I'm enjoying it. You can see I got the little Ted Nugent going on, and it's not Colonel Sanders unless so don't go there. And other than that, I'm glad I made it to retirement, and I'm looking forward to something else, whatever's coming up here in the future. And I want to thank you for my time. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our program. Thank you for joining us today for this special occasion. Congratulations to our newly promoted and best wishes to our retirees. We'd like to thank Ms. Maura Wright, Ms. Jenny Page, Ms. Joanne Wegner, Ms. Michelle Ferranti, and Julia Ritz for their assistance in preparing for the ceremony. Following the benediction, Chief Severa would like to cordially invite you to take part in refreshments being served in the cafeteria across the hall from the auditorium. And now for the benediction, which will be led by Chaplain Hipple. Please stand.
I apologize earlier. I told y'all to sit, I believe, for the benediction, the invocation. That's my mistake. I'd just like to add a couple of things. Keith Acosta, I spent a lot of time on my knees praying for you recently when you went through this time in the hospital, and I see the prayers worked. Also to Rebecca Tuttle, my buddy, I've still got the scars that lingered from when you took me to bike school. I didn't think I was going to survive. But I did. I mean, when you get in your 70s and you start falling and going over pallets and riding to Chesapeake Beach and back, it takes a toll on the body. I don't think any of y'all that age yet. Anyway, I think it's been a wonderful afternoon. Would you bow for me, with me, please? Excuse me. May the God of peace, God of mercy, grant protection to each of these as we leave this event. May we never forget those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice in our department. May they rest in peace. In your powerful name, amen.